So the Ring doorbell we actually got a couple of months ago for Prime Day because there was like a stellar deal that I saw that had a combo with the Ring doorbell and the Echo Show 5, which is the Echo that has a screen on it. And I was like, wow, that's going to be excellent because they'll work in tandem. But finally, we installed it.
That's right.
Yesterday?
Just earlier this week.
Earlier this week.
Yes.
So Will took care of it. He got it all installed outside. So you can connect it with wires if you have like wires already established in the front of your home where your doorbell is so it can have power. But again, this is a rental and it's a very old building. So we suspect that the wires that were out there did not have power.
Yeah.
So we're just going by the charge that is on the Ring doorbell and it lasts, this is what, like 6 months?
6 months, yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So whenever we need to charge it, we'll take it down, we'll charge it up. And
yeah, exactly. Like, you know, when we go to sleep for, you know, a night, we'll just have to take it off, plug it in, and then wake up in the morning. Hopefully nobody is trying to ring our doorbell, you know, at nighttime.
Yeah, which is like what it's always been. Nobody's been able to ring the doorbell before. There was like a fake doorbell out there. I put a sticker over it that said just knock.
Yep.
and people did. They managed to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the install was simple, pending like the texture of the wall, the materials of the wall.
Yeah. So like because as you can see, the wall on the outside of our house is like a little bumpy. It made for like drilling into it a little challenging, and so you know like it was a little bit of finagling to just like kind of get it lined up so that it was level. But, you know, like with any kind of install, you know, it takes a little bit of time. But overall, like, it was fairly simple. Like, once we got it on the wall, like, it's there. It's not gonna go anywhere. And it turned out level, I must say. Very happy about that.
Very happy, very satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whenever someone rings the doorbell, if you don't have the Echo Show, like, you don't have to have that with it. It'll notify me in the app. And then like Will's been invited to it so he can also install the app and be connected to the same doorbell. So it had a motion detection on it, but because of where it's placed, I think every time a shadow went by, a bird went by, a squirrel.
Like, you know, just like a breeze in the trees.
It was notifying me and I was like, who's at the front? Nobody. Nobody. There's nobody coming over here. Just the Amazon delivery person. So I turned it down so I'm not getting notifications every 5 minutes. But if somebody rings the doorbell, it does let my phone know. It shows up on the Echo Show, and soon it will show up on your phone as well.
I'm so excited about it. Yeah, I'm really happy that we got this installed. As you can see, Gizmo was there also to help us as well.
She loves to help.
She is so helpful, especially when we got gizmos.
Gizmo loves a gizmo.
Yeah. And yeah, like once you get the plate installed, again, all you have to do is just snap it on to the plate, and it holds really well. And then you get these special safety screws that go onto the bottom that keep the doorbell, the Ring Video Doorbell, on the wall, so nobody can just go up and just go, oh, I'll take this, thank you. Especially if you don't have it connected to, you know, a power source, if it's just going to be done
through battery charge.
Through battery charge.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so like there's a notification that will show up in the app whenever that does need to happen. And I think like we noticed for the first time at your mom's house that she has one, and she's like, oh, that hasn't worked for years. And I was like, it probably just needs to be charged.
Yeah.
But now we know how it works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can see there's like a little indicator light on the front of the doorbell when you plug it in. It lets you know like how charged it is. So that's also a good indicator to let you know like if it's fully charged or not when you do plug it in. And if it needs to be recharged.
There is an accessory that I'm considering getting, which is kind of a wedge mount, because my one complaint at this moment is not even of the camera, it's more of a placement thing, is that like I want to see outside when there's packages out there. And you can't see the floor at all because of it just looking straight out.
Right.
But they do have like a mount that's the part that's on the wall. That's, I don't know, like a little bit of an angle. It's like got a wedge. So it'll just tilt down just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look at the footage, like I look at cameras a lot, like I'm like, it's there. It's just not giving it to us because it's like a wide angle, like fisheye thing. It's just the footage that we're seeing is kind of cut off at the top and the bottom.
Right.
So I bet that it's there. We just don't see it in the current design of how it gives us the footage.
Yeah.
But I'm considering that wedge, but also like, oh, I can just open the door.
And that wedge is like an accessory that you can add on to the current doorbell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's like the mount that you put on the wall, but I think you take that off, you put this other one on.
Gotcha.
In place of it. And it's like got like a shape to it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Something I'm considering, but we only had it up for a couple of days, so it hasn't bothered me to open the door.
Yeah.
Hasn't bothered me for 2 years. It's not going to bother me anymore.
Yeah. And again, it's great, like, security, having peace of mind, knowing that, like, again, because we don't have any windows, we don't have a peephole, we don't have any way to, like, see outside of our door. It would be nice to know, like, when somebody arrives and they ring the doorbell, we'll be able to actually see who's outside.
Mm-hmm. There is a little bit of a delay, so it's not like very quick. But if at any point I want to just access the camera, I don't have to wait for someone to click the doorbell. I can just open it up and get a live feed. You can pay for the service for it to like record for you for a certain amount of time. So if you need to go back and double check activity, that's an option for you. Where we're at, I don't really need to see that because this is like at the top of some stairs. Like, I don't know. I don't really need to keep footage of the squirrels walking by, you know, even though I'm sure the cats would love that.
Oh, they would. Yeah.
That is an option for you as well.
Yeah.
And they have other Ring products, cameras that are like floodlight cameras or security cameras that they will all work together.
Gotcha.
If you want to have more cameras outside of your house. So there's like one spot where we have a floodlight that could get replaced, and then sometimes packages get left down there. And those are the ones I'm more concerned about walking away because they're closer to the street and the sidewalk.
Right.
Versus what's at the top of the stairs, which is like...
Yeah, that's more just to like see who's at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, we got options. It just, this house gets smarter and smarter.
Every day.
Every day.
Just a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So Ring doorbell. Get you some.
Get you some.